been doing enough videos, I feel like, on the Living with Luci channel, obviously because my channel is still terminated, still waiting for my appeal to be answered, but whatever. Now I'm just basically posting videos that I would have posted on my main channel on here, and I'm trying to like create a discrepancy by putting that little alert red sign in the beginning. So hopefully you understand anytime you see like a red alert sign symbol thing in the front of any of my titles for short videos or for live streams, then yeah, that's me trying to eventually put this back and being optimistic that I will be getting my main channel back, and I'll put it on the main channel. But whatever, in case I don't get it back and this is the only channel I have, I thought might as well just post content that I would have posted on the main channel over here. So NVIDIA, guys, holy cow, I am in absolute like amazement that it is up to 400 something dollars. I think I'm on like $419. I think that's when it hit over $1 trillion bucks. As usual, I'm streaming on my phone right now. My laptop is broken. If you see my last couple of videos, my laptop is just so hilarious right now. It has like these bright lines. It's black, but it's on right now, and I'm using my TV to basically show my screen, which is ginormous, but I'm not showing that to you because that has my private information and what I'm working on, so it's gonna be a little bit like of a tilt. I'm gonna be like tilting this way. So anyways, back to NVIDIA. You know that people aren't talking about NVIDIA, and this is just kind of like the beginning for this new $1 trillion company if you make content like me, because I realize that when you make a video, like, you know how when there's captions in my videos, like for example Instagram, when I make reels, or if on like TikTok, you put in the captions and their like own generators will be able to pick up like what words are often said, and when people enunciate these words, what they mean. So you know NVIDIA is kind of like new to the game, and there's not as many people talking about it, to be honest, than like companies like Tesla and Apple. Well, I mean, those are just obviously, I think, easier for any AI generators to be able to pick up anyways. So me making a video today about NVIDIA, I realized that on Instagram, at least, it kept saying end video. So anytime I like put out the captions, I have to edit it, and I hope I edit every single one of them. I try to. Sometimes I'm just too lazy and I don't edit like the actual captions, but it's just funny to me that, you know, we're even though it has gone up so much, it's still like it's still quite new, I think, like in terms of people talking about it all the time, and like NVIDIA being considered the company to kind of like hold for the next 20-30 years or something. I don't know. There's a lot of people on that for like Tesla that I know, but not many people that are like, oh my god, Luci, I'm gonna hold on to my NVIDIA for like the next 20-30 years. Is gonna be my like retirement fund. But now it seems almost like hindsight 2020, like, okay, why didn't we all do that, right? In October of last year, we could have invested and it would have been like about $112, and you'd be up like 4x right now. Oh, I know you guys are all saying like happy birthday. It's not my birthday. You guys are hilarious. You really think that I don't give out personal information? I would tell you that it's my birthday today. So this is just a shirt that I have. I'm sorry, it's not my birthday. This is just a shirt that I have, and I realized I've never worn it. It was like a gift to me. Someone gave it to me, and it wasn't even my birthday when it was given to me. But I figure I wear it because psychologically, I think birthdays are meaningful, and you know, like I think getting older is supposed to kind of push people to like do more and be more productive. So I'm like, I'll wear it and I'll pretend it's my birthday. Maybe I'll wear it like every single day of the week and try to push myself to be more productive, because like obviously I'm getting older, and you know, one of these days you're gonna be out. So that's kind of how I view it. Sorry if you thought it was my birthday. Should have explained that in the beginning. Anyways, okay, so there's just a lot on my mind that I just want to chat with you guys while I'm reading the news anyways. So US debt ceiling, obviously you guys have been hearing about that over and over again. Just a quick takeaway, debt ceiling is the maximum amount of the US government, that US government can borrow by issuing bonds. The Treasury Department must find other ways to pay expenses when the debt ceiling is reached. Otherwise, there is a risk that the U.S. will default on its debt. So I actually searched like when's the last time the U.S. defaulted on its debt, because from my understanding, ever since I started to read this news about like stocks, government debt ceilings and all that, I've never experienced an actual government shutdown. It's just that like honestly, within like the last 3 to 4 years, we keep hearing about this possible government shutdown if like they don't raise the debt ceiling and then they don't have any money. So I looked it up, and surprisingly, I guess it did actually happen. So for anybody that actually traded during that time, or you were watching the news at the time, I did not. Let me know down in the comment section below what it was like back in the year of 1995 to 1996, because it says that the 1995 debt ceiling crisis, that was the last one, apparently. The 1995 request for a debt ceiling increase led to debate in Congress on reduction of the size of the federal government, which led to the non-passage of the federal budget and the United States federal government shutdown of 1995 to 1996. So I don't know what like the situation for stocks were at the time. 1997. Actually, let's see. 1995 to 1996. Okay, government shutdown. I don't know if that like, I don't really hear often about it, like, oh, 1995, 1996, government shutdown led to, like, this ginormous depression. So let's just see, in 1995, sorry, I have to, like, I remember it being shut down, and I don't remember what happened, Abraham says. You're probably too young. Hold on, 1995 to, let's just say, like, 1995, gov shutdown. What happened in the stock market? I don't know if it'll give me this information. I feel like Google only does so much. Probably have better luck, honestly, with ChatGPT, which we'll talk about more. It doesn't really tell me what happened in the stock market in 1995. Based on what happened in 1994, they were forecasted a weak year for the stocks in 1995, but stocks soared in 1995. Arguably the best year in history. What the heck? A number of major money managers made switches out of equities into government bonds in early 1996, fearing high stock prices and a market sell-off. Okay, so they actually switched into government bonds, even though they couldn't raise a debt ceiling, and then the government had to shut down. Well, I guess there was arguments and in the government, and then it shut down, right? I think that's what I read earlier. Debt ceiling led to debate in Congress, reduction. Well, actually, that was just more of like they couldn't, non-passage of the federal budget. So still, they didn't have money, and then it shut down. So that doesn't really make sense to me, but it actually sounds like the stock market did fine. Maybe there's not too much to worry about, but I don't know if we're gonna have to worry about that. I don't know if we're gonna have to worry about the government actually shutting down, since it didn't occur 2000 and onwards, right? But anyways, I just find that like the whole debt ceiling crisis, the fact that we are at what, like $31 trillion already in debt or something, it's just crazy because it sounds like such a large number. But then at the same time, it just sounds like really bad management and a lot of going back and forth and being dramatic about it. But in the end, they always end up raising the debt ceiling. And then now, obviously, looking back at history, it doesn't seem like it was the end of the world when the government shut down for however long period, 1995 to 1996 anyways. It's not crazy worried about that. It's funny to hear that I heard this in the news. Well, obviously, we already know that, like, stable coins, so Circle, they provide stable coins. I don't own any, full disclosure, but as always, never financial advice on my channel, entertainment purposes only. With that being said, also guys, I really appreciate it if you could check out my links down below. For those of you guys that would like to try out a new trading platform, I have Webull and also MOOMOO links down there. Right now, Webull is doing this special promotion where they have a Webull Smart Advisor, which basically just means that they have this like AI generator that helps you trade if you're too lazy to go and do that yourself. So if you're interested in doing all of that and checking it out right now, with a $100 deposit, you can get $10 on the Webull Smart Advisor, but of course you have to have a Webull account first. So definitely check it out, all that good stuff, a link down below. And I advise you to definitely check out all my other links just in case, since I already lost my main YouTube channel and you can't find me later on. Definitely try to subscribe and follow me on my other platforms, which you will be able to find either on Linktree under my Twitter link, or just all of the social media links that I already posted down below in the description, because you never know. I definitely have to hedge all of my different social media platforms because you just never know when you're going to be canceled on any one of these. So yeah, with that being said, I thought that it was pretty interesting that recently I keep hearing about Circle and how, well, we knew from, I think, what was this? I forgot if it was 2021 or 2022. I think it was 2022. The congressional hearing with like the crypto congressional hearing. Maybe that was 2021. Getting all my years mixed up. But for the congressional hearing, what happened to my YouTube channel? My YouTube channel got terminated at the end of March this year. And it was due to one video. I will not name it, but I know exactly what video and I know what I said in it. I was told that I broke community guidelines, which I totally didn't. So I think that it was definitely just an algorithmic mistake. I can understand why the algorithm might have thought that I was breaking rules when I didn't. So I'm just really waiting for my appeal to go through. But right now, no real person has actually viewed my appeal. So I just have to keep waiting. But I have been doing checkups with Google support, and unfortunately, it's just kind of a waiting game. I mean, it hasn't even been 3 months yet, and I did see on other YouTube channel accounts that have been reinstated in the past say that they waited like 3 months. So pray for me that I don't have to wait another month of torture. But with that being said, worst case scenario, this is just gonna be it. This is gonna be the channel in terms of YouTube. Right now, my laptop is just kind of broken, so my monitor is messed up. I just not feeling it to post also on Twitch. But I do have Twitch. I will be posting on Instagram. I'm trying to grow my second TikTok, even though I haven't been posting enough videos on it. So then that way I can have another backup for live streams and whatnot. So if you want to support me, definitely check out and follow me and subscribe on all my different platforms in case any one of these go bye-bye. Hi there, Freebird. So what was I saying? Yes. So we know from the previous, like the one big, back when Sam Bankman-Fried was still there, the congressional hearing with Sam Bankman-Fried, and Circle was there. So they were talking about how like USDC, well, Circle's company for stablecoins is backed 100% by like cash and also short-term US Treasury bills, right? So they have a lot of money in it. And right now, everyone's talking about how those bills are going to mature under Circle in, I think, the end of this month, and how like basically crypto has a big swing on things, especially if they decide to pull out because of all of this risk involved with the US debt ceiling being reached possibly, and then nothing good coming out of that. So right now everyone is saying that USDC might consider just kind of escaping all of that, avoiding all of this craziness. So that's gonna probably put a little dent with the treasury, on the treasury side. And also, I don't know if you guys also read, but right now everyone's talking about how all these different billionaires have way more money than the Treasury Department, which I don't know why I never thought about that. But yeah, I guess it does make sense why, you know, fashion moguls. I think I posted this on my story on Instagram. Bernard Arnault, fashion mogul, has apparently 5 times the amount of like what the US Treasury Department is worth. I think that's what I read today. Again, do your own DD, entertainment purposes only. So yeah, on to the whole AI situation with NVIDIA. I just think it's so interesting that I was so stupid to not buy up on NVIDIA on the crypto rise. I mean, I guess I am limited in my funds, so it's not like during the crypto rise, like I was putting my money down on crypto. I couldn't have just like also put money in NVIDIA too, but now hindsight 2020, that would have seemed like a perfect idea. So the thing I love about NVIDIA is that like literally everything that revolves around technology is attached to NVIDIA, because you need like chips for everything, right? And then even, actually, I missed that one on my short video. So crypto, on the crypto boom, in order to mine crypto and do all these things on computers, you need chips. And then during the crypto boom and everything was going up for crypto in 2021, Dogecoin was going up to nearly $1, BTC rising for the first time since like over 3-4 years, well, on its 4-year interval. I'm hoping that it happens again. So during that time, NVIDIA was going up. And then all of a sudden we had like car prices rise up like crazy because of pandemic and whatnot. And then again, chips, NVIDIA going up. And then now we have this whole entire AI boom, which honestly seems a little bit similar to the crypto boom. It's just like now every single, like, remember when every single company was going up in 2021 simply because they had the words blockchain in it? Now it's like literally every single company that you can see with the words artificial intelligence in it, all of a sudden rising, right? Rising from the ashes. Not every single company is doing nearly as well as NVIDIA, obviously, because even Apple, like companies like Apple and like Amazon, Tesla, have not risen as far away from their all-time high in 2021 as NVIDIA has, right? Because like $300 all-time high in 2021 for NVIDIA to like $419 is absolutely insane. Looking at that just doesn't even make me feel like our economy is going to a recession anytime soon. Actually, there's a lot of things that makes me feel like we're not in a recession, like people paying $20,000 for a Taylor Swift ticket, which I'm totally jealous of. Anyways, I'm really salty because I don't get to go to the Taylor Swift concert. I still want to. I just honestly haven't had time to look up like cheaper ticket prices. But yeah, I'm not gonna pay $2,000 to see Taylor Swift as much as I love her. But there are people out there paying that, and also $20,000. So yeah, in terms of that, with that being said, I am a strong believer that everything makes a comeback and it will turn around. Well, not everything makes a comeback. Some things, I guess, will never make a comeback. But I do believe that there are a lot of things that are unfinished, like Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse. You may not believe in Mark, but I think that in the future, before he said that, you know, it would take a long time, basically for Web3 to build properly, and I think it was about 10 years was his trajectory, right? I think Mark Zuckerberg in that video, when it was first kind of like announced before everybody started to change their names to Meta this, Meta that, and be inclusive of the metaverse, he said that it would take about 10 years. So that was in, I want to say end of 2021, that was a talk of like metaverse. But now with AI and how everything has gone like 100 times faster, right? I was watching this video about, because I don't do coding work for like video games and whatnot, but I was watching this video with like Chamath talking about how now people who make video games, so for example, like even a mobile app game like Angry Bird, before, let's say just for example, if it took you like a year to do something, now it could take you like a month to do it, right? Everything is just so much faster that if the trajectory was to be about 10 years for the metaverse to come to fruition, it could take a lot less time now. So to me, and this is just, again, out of my imagination, I think that if the metaverse makes a comeback, crypto would make a comeback, or vice versa. Crypto first makes a comeback and then the metaverse, and all of this would kind of be driven by this AI boom. And like, we're just not there yet. And this is just like out of my personal circle and all the different people that I've spoken to from like different fields of work, you know, things from nurses to accountants to teachers, to managers and engineers, all these different friend groups that I've been chatting with, and I've realized majority of the people, not like 90% of the people aren't using AI or aren't talking about it, but truthfully, it's closer to, I would say, 60% of the people that I know still are not actually using like any AI programs to help them in their daily life. Like I would say like at least 60%. And just kind of comparing this AI boom with crypto, I remember more than 60% of the people were talking about crypto, even if they weren't invested in crypto. So I do believe that there is more space for this boom. Analysts are currently predicting, like today NVIDIA reached like $1 trillion, right? For the first time ever. There are analysts that believe NVIDIA is going to reach actually about $1.6 trillion. Do I think that exactly what analysts say will come true? No. Just like back when Bitcoin was rising, everyone was like, Bitcoin's gonna reach like $1 million a piece, which it could still happen, but it did not happen around the time when analysts talked about it. So I do think it's lovely that they are projecting such, you know, high expectations of like $1.6 trillion for NVIDIA. Do I think it's going to keep going higher? Yes, I personally hope so. And I do think that that's a possibility. If you're interested in my trades, definitely check it out. My links down below. I post on a Patreon for certain tiers, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. So yeah, I definitely think that 1.6 trillion may not occur, but there is room to grow. And basically I don't buy into everything, like obviously all the predictions for analysts. I do think that it kind of pushes people to want to get in on it once they hear that news though. And it's still growing. Right now, I just think that it's kind of like a baby. It's like a baby size growth right now in terms of like insanity. And I feel like people drive people to buy, and the growth in AI right now, even though I know a lot of people who personally use it, it's not that like crazy yet. So I'm still excited to see just how much more all of these AI related companies can grow in, honestly, even the next half a year, because it takes time, honestly. Like, even though ChatGPT was introduced like last year, winter of 2022, it hasn't even been 1 year yet. A lot of people are using it, like I said, but there's still a bunch of people who have no idea. And I honestly, I only even learned about, like, I knew about ChatGPT last year, but last year I didn't know about the fact that, you know, kind of AI generators are so smart right now, especially like with like photo AI generators like Adobe. For example, you can get a picture of a bear in the daylight, broad daylight, ice in the background, and then just write like, I want an igloo next to the bear. Obviously, like, I've seen the results. Some of it still doesn't look as realistic as I hope it to be. Obviously I think they have to like tweak out a lot of the issues, and that's why like a lot of these programs are just kind of running to get more information. Just like ChatGPT, it's still in a learning process right now. A lot of people still don't know that, and I just learned it recently that yeah, you can like basically get like Photoshop. A lot of these Photoshop jobs are basically like destroyed because with all of these AI image generators, they can do the work for you, right? Like, you don't need to draw another polar bear with like night background. You can just literally get the machine to do it for you. So it's kind of wild. And again, that's like speeding up the process of everything. Oh, thanks, Dan, but it's not my birthday. It's just a shirt. So anyways, guys, that's my 2 cents on it. I'm very hopeful for the future. I'm excited. I hope that once again, in the end of all this, everything will tie in together. Crypto, metaverse, and AI. I think right now AI is still like having its moment before things will tie up together. And I do believe in the history of movement and 2024. So election years. I'm hopeful that in 2024, around November, if a lot of the crypto that's currently down right now, or crypto related companies, if we shall see a rise or any huge piece of information that would kind of add to the boom of like AI times metaverse times crypto, I think it would just only make more sense to happen near 2024. Even like beginning of 2024 would make more sense than right now, because I feel like we're going to lose that steam if these companies come up with this type of news, this information right now. And obviously you could look at the price of Bitcoin. Like, Bitcoin was rising when like SVB was failing and the banks were failing, and people were like, oh my God, yeah, we need to go back into crypto. But it's now just kind of like stabilized at like this $27,000 level. And we just need more utility, basically. If you can combine blockchain, you can get crypto to work with AI, and with this AI boom, then you're going to see the crypto explode again. But for now, I think it's fine to just kind of like let AI be, in a sense, and let it grow, and let all these like chip maker companies and anything related to AI grow along with it. maybe later on we'll wait for that other type of news. But that's just me being hopeful. Thank you guys for watching. Smash the like button if you enjoy my video. Please subscribe on all of my different platforms. Check out my links down below if you're interested in some free stocks. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.